Australia is closing more domestic borders as the state of Victoria records another daily high of COVID-19 infections. More than 400 new cases and 11 deaths have been added. And this comes as Melbourne enforces tougher regulations, forcing hundreds of thousands more people to stay at home. ABC's James Hancock reports.
Foot traffic in central Melbourne has dropped 90%, with the city in hibernation.
Just driving in this morning compared to yesterday, there are significantly less volume on the road.
While most Victorians are sticking to the lockdown rules, 150 people were not home yesterday after testing positive. Health workers account for almost a third of today's 450 cases, and 7 of the 11 new deaths are linked to aged care. The federal government has ordered its own inquiry into the state's second biggest aged care outbreak at St Basils after 5 residents died.
I think the federal government is working very closely with us now, and everyone is totally committed to making sure that it works in the best way possible.
The same inquiry will also examine the Newmarch House outbreak in Western Sydney, which claimed 19 lives. Victorian Year 12 students forced back to remote learning have been promised the pandemic won't leave them worse off.
I was ready to come in firing on all cylinders and get the year done, but COVID's really thrown that out the window.
An adjustment may be going from a C to an A.
School closures, family responsibilities and mental health will be factored into assessments.
Their final scores and their ATAR ranking will be a fair reflection of their year, and they will not be disadvantaged as a result of COVID-19.
But the same can't be said for homeowners keen to sell. Property inspections are online only, and agents expect sales to plummet.
We were looking to sell sort of around mid-September, but that's just pushed things back now for 6 or so weeks.
Property is such a big investment for people that they really want to be able to see, feel and touch the property.
Face coverings have been mandatory in Melbourne for more than 2 weeks. The 5-kilometre movement restriction and nightly curfew are 6 days old. But tougher business shutdowns only came into force yesterday, and Victorians desperate to see case numbers drop have again been urged to be patient.
Having seen stabilisation in numbers, that's a positive. We do expect within 14 days of a really significant intervention that we'll see a change in numbers.
It can't come soon enough for a lockdown-weary state.